Hello everyone, welcome back to Excel 2016 training. In this video, we'll do some basic mathematics in Excel. Okay, let us add two numbers. We'll also subtract, we'll multiply, and also we'll divide. Let us see how we can do all these in Excel. So here, we know that if we add 5 and 2, which is 5 plus 2 is 7. But how do you do that in Excel? So in order to do that, you need to build a formula. In a cell, we have seen that we can actually enter a number or text or date. Say for example, I want to enter 7. You look at 5 and 2 and the result is 7. But it is the value that we keyed in, but Excel is not doing any kind of calculation here. And when you try to put a text, say for example 7, it may look right, but it's the text. And we have also seen in the other videos where we could enter time and date and all that. But how do you make this cell, this particular cell, which is kind of special now because we need to make the cell aware that to add numbers from other cells. That means we need to refer to other cells. The way this works is, when you do equal to, right? That's how it works. When you say equal to, and you say 5 plus 2. If you hit enter, it adds those two numbers. You're saying equal to is used to anything that comes after equal to sign. It's the Excel treats it like a formula and start applying mathematics there, or any kind of functions that might show up there. So, but still it is not dynamic, meaning if I change this to 8, I would expect this to show 10, but it is not, because here it is saying 5 plus 7. But if you go here and edit that to change it to 8 plus 2, now it will change it to 10. But that doesn't make any sense. You want Excel to dynamically read those values and add the numbers, right? So in order to do that, you need to refer to these cells. So this is C2, this is C3, and we want C4 to add the numbers in C2 and in C3. In order to do that, all you do is you do equal to, and then you can enter C2 plus you enter C3. So the way we are entering now, it's actually retrieving the values from those cells and it's going to add it. By the way, we'll look at references in detail later, but for now just hang on with me and follow along the video just to look at the simple mathematics. So here, when you click in this address bar, you can see that it's actually, the formula bar, you can see that it is using these two cells in this particular C4. Now the same thing applies for subtraction. Equal to sign, we want to take 10, which is D2, and we want to minus D3, hit enter. For multiplication, equal to sign, we want to take E2 times E3, enter 30. You do equal to, take F2 divided by F3. So now if you change these values, the results, what you see here, will change dynamically. So if you do 7 times 5, 35. 50 minus 20, 30. It's done. So it is that simple for you to build formulas where you could do basic mathematics. We will look at complex formulas and functions down the line, but for now I want you all to get a hang of a little bit of mathematics using Excel. In the previous video, we looked at operator precedence. So here we'll take a look at parentheses, how you can overwrite that and bring more clarity to your formulas. So let us take a look at these three scenarios. The equation is 5 plus 5 times 2. Now we have two options here. You could go option 1 route where you would add 5 plus 2, make that 10 times 2, and then 10 times 2 is 20. If you take another route, you could do the multiplication first, meaning 5 times 2 becomes 10, then it is 5 plus 10, then it's 15. So you have two options here. You could go either way. But mathematics rules, multiplication takes precedence over the plus sign. And Excel, of course, does the same thing. So it does the multiplication first and then does the addition. So you can actually see that. So if I take this, if I do equal to and put that whole thing in there, 5 plus 5 times 2, all I did is equal to, so it treats this as formula and it will calculate the result. It's 15. So that's how it works. In order to bring clarity, even though we understand this, once you know that multiplication takes precedence over plus sign, you're done with it, right? But in order to add clarity into the formula itself, you can add parentheses. So now the parenthesis, anything in the parenthesis is executed first or calculated first, and then it is applied to the equation. Now this is clear. So in the parenthesis, we deal that with it first, and then 5 times 2 is 10, 5 plus 10 is 15. And using parentheses, it is pretty much recommended because it gives more clarity when you start working with large or long formulas. Now let us take a look at this scenario 3, where you have 5 plus 5 is in the parentheses, then you have times 2. Excel calculates the values in parentheses first before applying to the other one. So 5 plus 5 becomes 10, 10 times 2 is 20, so the result is 20. And let's take a look at it if it really does it that way. So I want to start a bracket here. 5 plus 5 times 2. As you can see, you get the result 20. So that's how parentheses work. So you can actually apply parentheses if you want to override the precedence rules to to meet your needs. And also, adding parentheses gives you clarity to the formula itself. However, if you were looking to get clarity or add clarity to your formula this way, but you end up applying this way accidentally, then you're in deep trouble. And especially when you have long formulas, which is pretty much some formulas run across the screen, and you mess up with parentheses, then you will have problems. So you got to be careful. I mean, it's good to have, but at the same time, if you incorrectly place your parentheses, the result will be wrong. Well, I guess you all get the point. I would recommend to watch this video one more time to get a hang of parentheses if you're not familiar with it. Well, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next.